Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a great time right here with us, the Saudi Smart School Summit 2021. It's my pleasure to go ahead and welcome our next speaker for the day, Mohammed Rafeeque. He has a strong background on networking security and wireless technology. The Fortinet sales team relies on Rafeeque to identify customers' business issues and objectives to match with the appropriate solutions. Go ahead and welcome Mr. Mohammed Rafeeque on board.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today, and a special thanks to IBE Forum for providing this platform and allowing us to connect with you wonderful audience. What I would like to present today is school or K-12 deployments that can be powered and secured using Fortinet's end-to-end cybersecurity solutions, such as a physical firewall, network security using LAN edge platforms, secure telecommunication, and physical security to ensure safety of students and staff. Schools face increasingly network security risk due to the adoption of new learning initiatives, unknown mobile devices, and IoT entering the network, and cloud adoption. In addition, aging networks, legacy security, and a lack of awareness of cyber threats by students and staff makes schools an attractive target for cyber criminals. In response, Fortinet cybersecurity enables K-12 to protect their digital asset, faculty, staff, students with their comprehensive integrated set of security solutions. Remember that today, cyber criminals are deploying more sophisticated attacks to compromise personal and financial data that K-12 holds. A majority of K-12 schools globally do not have a dedicated cybersecurity staff to look after against these attacks or to tackle these attacks. So there are key 4 elements among the many. So we'll focus on the key 4 K-12 cybersecurity challenges, starting with the ensuring physical security of ensuring the physical and cyber safety for children. Schools are responsible for protecting their students. Students must be protected from physical harm during school-related events and activities. In addition, students must be protected from cyber threats, vulnerabilities among school-owned devices, Internet of Things, and non-network personal mobile devices on the network. While physical and cyber security of K-12 schools have primarily been operated in silo, there is a growing need to integrate the two and to ensure complete campus-wide protection. Now, coming to the cost-effective digital learning, cutting the edge, digital and e-learning resources are critical component of the modernized classrooms. Yet, finding the resources to enhance education experience for students aimed already thin budgets is difficult. As a result, some K-12 school districts are turning to more affordable options such as Chromebooks that require more connected, high-speed infrastructure. To meet these demands, many schools are applying E-rate funding that can be used for technologies such as access point switches that help deliver secure Wi-Fi and next generation firewall that helps protect entire network and devices. However, investment in any digital learning resources without considering cybersecurity leaves new devices resources at risk. K-12 schools need digital experience that do not overlook security and performance needs of students and staff. IT operations. As a result of innovation, many K-12 school districts are left grappling with how to protect expanded attack surface. Often they purchase and deploy an array of point of solutions as new issues arise, unintentionally creating an expensive, unintegrated and siloed security architectures in the process. This type of infrastructures create numerous operational inefficiencies that lean security teams struggle to manage, making effective threat detection and a complex burden. Now, to look at the maintaining and demonstrating compliance is one of the key elements of today's cybersecurity challenge in education vertical, where K-12 schools must adopt to a number of specific regulations and compliance measures to ensure their students' PII records remains that their connected devices only access appropriate content on the internet, and that they have remained protected from cyber threats. The array of threats students face often requires school to demonstrate compliance with the regulations, such as, for example, to demonstrate the compliance known as Children's Internet Protection Act, which is known as CIPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA, and the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act for that needs to be demonstrated to the staff and the facility. And what we see today, students are every level come into the classroom exposed to the technology. They expect to be engaged beyond the chalkboard, and for the technology that is provided, they expect it to just work like a utility. These new tools vary from district to district, but the use of cloud-based learning tools and software as a service tools like Google Learning are becoming the norm. With these advances, security is a key concern, protecting student data as well as ensuring a proper use of technology by students. For effective security, schools must shift from protecting security perimeter to protect data spread across the edges, student devices, staff systems, and critical applications. A platform provides comprehensive visibility, protection across devices, user endpoints, cloud as a service, or infrastructure covering the entire attack surface. Fortinet platform consists of 4 key elements or key components. At the core of the platform is the network, which remains a critical part. Our security-driven networking provides a secure high-level performance connectivity between users, students, applications, and devices into the cloud. Managing internal and external risk segmentation with internal segmentation, threat detection, and automated threat protection and policy enforcement. Our zero trust access network enables identification of all users, applications, and devices on and off the network. Our dynamic cloud security provides protection across the cloud environments, including the hybrid public-private cloud. Our cloud security solutions, including virtual appliances and hosted solutions, extend core capabilities of the Fortinet Security Fabric platform that provides schools with the same level of cyber security and threat intelligence in and across the cloud environment that they receive on their physical network. AI-driven security operation provides faster response and remediation, including actionable, customizable threat intelligence and insights. The last component, which is the Fabric Management Center, provides a single pane of management, simplifying operations and enabling automation of workflow. For people who don't know who is Gartner and why their opinion is extremely important, Gartner is a research and advisory company which delivers technology-related insights to its cloud, to its client to make right decisions while adopting the technology. Fortinet is recognized as a leader in the 2021 Magic Quadrant for network firewall and WAN edge infrastructure, as well as a visionary player in the 2021 Magic Quadrant for enterprise wide and wireless LAN infrastructure space. So let's look into the Fortinet success stories in education vertical. The academic and research network of Slovenia, Ernest, is a public institution with the mission to plan, design, and manage data networks among Slovenian research, educational, and cultural institutions. The first phase of the project was to provide more than 22,000 access points at 950 primary and secondary schools across the country. What they have achieved after adopting Fortinet solution, besides the clear social benefit of making wireless internet access available to thousands of students who did not have before, Ernest has realized the number of operational benefits from deploying the Fortinet solution specifically by building the operation efficiency into the architecture of the system. Ernest was able to minimize the operational cost and administrative headaches for the new network. Similarly, other K-12 educational verticals who have adopted Fortinet technology due to the integration of wireless infrastructure into the security and the deployment flexibility with single and multi-channel architecture, along with the capability of BYO onboarding features and so on. So now returning to the other use case in Fortinet's presence in secure voice communication. Podling County School District in USA with 33 schools, 29,000 plus students and 5,200 employees or staff, replacing the legacy PBX, replacing the existing legacy PBX with the secure IP voice communication. Similarly, the Department of Tamil Nadu in a state of India has smart classrooms with its school equipped with 6,000 plus extensions distributed across multiple schools, which are owned by the local state government. And another reference, which is with the Bangladesh Research and Education Network, where the communication or the idea behind this was to connect all the public and private universities of Bangladesh together and integrating FortiVoice secure communication with the existing voice communication platform. East Noble School had three key concerns or three challenges: safety concern across 8 campuses. The renewal of existing security system was expensive, and legacy system did not provide latest technology, nor the end-to-end protection and visibility. So after implementing, the business impact at this school was they realized that $45,000 reduction annually in the network security license cost, avoided doubling the network bandwidth cost, increased wireless bandwidth up to 1,000% almost locations since they had the legacy wireless platform, reducing the wireless network cost by 35%. Additionally, IT team was able to save 30 hours per month in securing, monitoring network traffic management and resolving the help desk issues. They own several solutions from Fortinet, including the FortiGate, which is the core part of our ecosystem, and the FortiAnalyzer for centralized reporting, Fortinet wireless access points for centralized authentication and identity management that was offered using our FortiAuthenticator platform, and IP surveillance solution using our CCTV cameras and Forti recorders, along with, and they are the cameras and access points and edge devices powered by secured Fortinet switching platform. So now let's look at the key elements of security-driven networking. So let's start looking at the foundation of secure network, a certified next generation firewall. Then now the next component of security driven is simplicity in terms of adoption, in terms of deployment, in terms of visibility. When I say identity and role based access in education vertical, which is extremely important component of any security driven networking, to have a complete visibility, for instance, knowing who are connecting to your infrastructure, whether a student brings his personal device, a known device, unknown device, connecting to the right segment, who will have what type of access, what kind of restriction inside the school network. Now, from the next component is end-to-end visibility. What I mean by end-to-end visibility, once we have got access to the network, users identify and role, we would we would like to be able to follow them whenever they may go, or have visibility within the single pane of management to the entire network. So knowing who's connected with what IP, which segment, and where they are currently connected. This is what the FortiView in the FortiGate delivers. Now, the last component of security-driven networking is your automation. Automation, we can't control what kids may do with their devices when they are outside the network or outside the school campus, but you can protect them when they are inside your network, and you can make sure, deliberately or not, they are not impacting your network or other student devices on the network. Beyond Gartner, Fortinet has been independently tested and validated by many other world's most reputable third-party organizations, including NSS Lab, where we got the recommendation for 9 out of 9 tests, plus the ICSA certification, where the 8 core technologies, the 8 core areas, including the advanced threat detection, sandboxing, ATD for email, network firewall, network IPS, network anti-malware, WAF, IPsec, SSL, TLS, VPN, and virus bulletin, where we are the only vendor with all 3 VB100, VB spam, and VB web certifications from virus bulletin. And AV comparative, again, we have passed out 5 out of 6 latest business security test, and 100% efficiency in the latest real world protection test. Traditionally, the traditional approach at the access layer is to patchwork together a series of solutions from various vendors. You might have switching from one of the vendor, and then you have web filtering, application control, and so on. This rarely results a good experience either for the user or those who are trying to manage them, because you always have a gap while integrating these technologies together. So what FortiGate does, it basically integrates all the technologies together, or have all the capabilities inside the FortiGate firewall. And these capabilities are powered or secured using FortiGuard services. So it is important to understand how attack take place, called attack sequence, and how quickly and effectively we need to block that attack sequence. That means you have to have immediate detection and remediation. Like, I'm sure it sounds familiar, and you will be hearing from other network firewall vendors. So that what is so different about Fortinet? The security fabric that results in coordinated detection and prevention that takes place in real time to protect user and application with FortiGuard services. And FortiGuards are AI-enabled security capability providing web, device, and content security services that continuously monitor the risk and automatically adjust according to the requirement. And then our entire network infrastructure line offers a wide variety of options to find the right fit and scale for any school deployment. Like we got 17 plus different firewall models depending on the size of the deployment. That has built-in or integrated wireless LAN controller and switch controller capabilities with 20 plus different access point models that are mainly from the technologies like that supports Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6 technologies, with different options, deployment options, including the internal antennas, external antennas, and access point that can be deployed in harsh weather conditions with IP67 rating. We got 40 plus different switch models that are mainly depending on the different port densities, speed, power requirement, including starting with 8 port, 24 port, 48 port PoE, full PoE, plus 1 gig, 10 gig, and 40 gig uplinks. We got the top of the rack switches or data center switches that has 32 port, 100 gig capacity, depending on your use case. So we carry a broad product line to address or any size of deployment or any size of requirement for our customers. Additionally, FortiOS, what you see on my screen is basically the FortiGate, which is powered or managed by the FortiLink. So it's our proprietary protocol that allows, or it's a kind of framework that Fortinet has introduced to manage your access layer within the firewall, so without compromising with your access layer and enabling security-driven networking, where FortiGate is able to see the devices, edge devices connected behind your access layer, allows management of your switches and access points centrally from the FortiGate. And there's no complex licensing required or additional licensing required to enable these capabilities. These are native features of FortiOS. Plus, there is also a core component of network access control, allowing you to enable the port level control, dynamic control. That means a phone connecting to a wired port is identified as a phone and profiled and placed in a right segment of your network, along with the policies. For example, the quality of service is required with the highest priority for to run your voice applications. And similarly, a camera connected on your network is configured with a dynamic role access to be placed the camera in a CCTV VLAN segment. So there is a built-in component that allows to adopt the network access control capability, having wired and wireless from Fortinet security solutions. The expandable capabilities, with addition to the products that we carry, the Fortinet Wireless LAN Manager allows centralized management of your 600 schools or 600 controllers centrally. You can monitor and do proactive and reactive troubleshooting and centrally manage and look after your RF environment centrally from the centralized management tool. Plus, we also have the FortiPresence analytics tool that can help education vertical schools to analyze the student behavior. For instance, the total density, the crowded areas in a school, which path the student takes, or what is the behavior of a student, so they can track, and including the total footfall that was seen at any given day from the school. So this gives you real-time analytics, and you can track individual user using the FortiPresence tool. So let's look at the voice communication solution for K-12 schools. Fortinet Unified Communication solution includes quality of voice system, which includes FortiPhone to help optimize schools efficiency. All our inclusive FortiVoice offers deployment options with hardware and virtual machines. It is flexible to personalize the system centrally or distributed. For instance, you have multiple schools that needs to be registered to a centralized PBX. That is also possible. Or if in case you would like to have the locally hosted PBX that can be in a distributed form can be offered. We also offer a selection of phone devices, soft phones to meet your requirement. The FortiVoice physical appliances are ideal for a small to mid-sized schools, depending on the extension capacity. For example, we can have the PBX with support of as low as 20 extensions, or it can go for up to 5,000 extensions. So for large enterprise or large school customers looking for an on-site solution, up to 5,000 extension can take advantage of FortiVoice hardware appliance and all of the features it offers. For very large schools can benefit from FortiVoice virtual machine to support up to 50,000 users or SIP extension. The FortiVoice virtual machine supported on numerous various hypervisor platforms, such as in case you have got for VMware ESX or Microsoft Hyper-V and other platforms. And additionally, we have got the gateway systems that can integrate with your FortiVoice PBX as a single pane of management, allowing you to adopt the FXS gateway in case of physical hardware fax machines, or if you have traditional analog lines, terminator lines offered by your service provider, or the PRI gateways that offer E1 T1 links with ability to have one interface or two interface, or in addition to have more capacity, you can stack more additional gateways and manage from the same PBX. Schools can also choose from a selection of 40 phone devices to meet different user needs and their basically the budget, starting with the desktop receptionist phones, conference room phones, cordless phones. The 40 phone is auto provisioned with the 40 voice. You can easily plug in the network and activate the device within no time. So these IP phones deliver HD audio quality and modern design to maximize users' calling experience. So what you see on my screen is a different selection of phones, including a video phone, a desk phone, that requires for a conference room, or a cordless phone that requires the mobility inside the school premises. Another feature comes with the 40 voice. It is integration with the Microsoft Team. You can make calls, share contacts, launch 40 phone soft client, and more options directly with the within the Microsoft Teams. You can enjoy the Fortinet secure and reliable calling with the premium audio quality. 40 voice also offers API connector for schools that are interested in integrating our calling feature into the applications that they are using every day. Let's look at the 40 recorder and 40 cameras that we have as a solution offering. Fortinet offers comprehensive surveillance security for schools to protect their students, staff, safeguard, protect properties, and prevent losses from crime. 40 camera is the eye of Fortinet's video surveillance solution. These security cameras deliver high resolution images with the choice of viewing angle, infrared distance, low light sensitivity, and much more to meet different security needs. It is smart motion detection, never misses, and even within school's premises. 40 recorder is the brain of Fortinet's video surveillance system. These network video recorder come with the advanced features. With the flexibility of recording options, 40 recorder system connects and manages cameras across all the locations. For instance, if you want to centrally manage all your cameras to a centralized location or a distributed, you have a choice of deployment. It gives schools the flexibility to optimize security automation. 40 Central is an intelligent video management software with the deep machine learning capabilities. It gives schools centralized control and visibility with the real-time video streaming and playback. 40 Recorder Mobile is available for Android and iOS platform. It provides the ability to view video and see notification anywhere, anytime, remotely. We provide security cameras with a selection of IP cameras with different form factor, from small indoor camera to durable weatherproof outdoor models. These smart cameras are built in with cutting edge technology to deliver unmatched image quality with lower network strains and storage requirements on your infrastructure. Our solution is designed, or our recorder is designed to manage up to 64 cameras. There is a choice of selection. The low-end model supports up to 16 cameras. The high-end model supports up to 64 cameras with continuous recording, up to 32 terabyte storage per appliance. Fortinet is one of the few players in the industry offering a virtual machine option. Organizations that can benefit 40 Recorder high performance capabilities with the more cameras and unlimited storage. In addition to all the 40 Recorder is equipped with free central video management software for 40 Recorder and mobile app. 40 Recorder is Fortinet Security Fabric ready. You can easily integrate 40 Recorder with Fortinet's FortiGate and SD-WAN solution to optimize your protection and performance. Fortinet is the only vendor give you cutting edge end-to-end protection from your network security to video surveillance. 40 Central is a built-in is built in on the latest security AI technology to help automate security workflows for optimal operational and efficiency and minimum loss. Its deep machine learning capability automatically recognize and analyze people, objects, and even certain scenarios. With the rising concern of personal privacy, Central Privacy Analysis helps schools to protect their student staff without the risk of privacy violation. Fully customizable policy management helps schools to streamline safety process and reduce false alarms. Recorder's smart heat map displays the frequency of motion detected in the captured videos. It can track popular traffic areas to improve the operations. Central also features smart face mask detection to help organizations enforce mask mandates to protect people within their premises. So someone entering in your school without wearing a face mask, you can display a message, please wear a face mask before entering the premises. So the software analyzes the video in real time and gives the schools the flexibility to display customizable message on the screen. Our solution helps prevent criminal activities like thefts, vandalism. Our reliable solution provides comprehensive coverage within 24/7 monitoring. Our Recorder is easy to manage, flexible, customized for optimal protection. You can automate your workflow to prevent crimes and reduce losses with event triggers and smart notification. Our solution is beyond just a physical security. Our AI technology also helps business or schools to improve their operational efficiency. Our occupancy analysis helps school to monitor capacity in real time and student flows without losing flows, basically monitoring where they go in your school premises, what is the behavior of a student. Our cutting-edge AI capability provides valuable data, helps schools to make better decisions by analyzing student, staff, work habits, and environmental conditions. And that brings us to the end of my presentation. I sincerely appreciate your attention today, and I would like to thank you for your time and attention. If there are any questions, feel free to drop me an email or type that in a chat window.
Mr. Rafeeque, there are questions in the chat session.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So when students are in school, they are guided to protect by technology as they learn about the online domain. How can students save from cyberbullying and cyber attacks in remote learning world? So this is extremely, it's an interesting question and an important aspect. So as you have seen in the previously, I was guiding towards some kind of education to the students where you encourage students to educate them about the cybersecurity. For example, this false positive, someone sending an URL, or while student playing a game, online games, getting a URL to download some application. So prevent such against such attacks. You can educate students. Education is the key. As long as it's not only that you protect your schools from these security solutions, but it is extremely important that education is the key to educate students and your staff to prevent against such attacks. Yeah.
Mr. Rafeeque, we have one more question.
Yeah, I'm going through. Yeah. Would additional security invade privacy for students? How can school make them comfortable with additional web security? So for web security, if one of the core component is we can offer a zero trust policy for their devices, whether the students are connected, whether they are online, when I refer to online, whether they are inside the premises or whether they are outside the premises. So it is extremely important to have a control on their devices, ensuring that what they can do, what is allowed, what is not allowed for students to do while they are away from the school. So some kind of enforcement and endpoint protection is required to deliver such kind of security enforcement on student devices. Thank you all. If there are no questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing such valuable inputs. It was a pleasure having you with us today.